Does taking photos of locals on your trips scare the crap out of you? But you would rather have some photos of the locals, but you're just too scared to do it? In this video, I am going to give you my top 5 tips on how to take photos of locals in the places you're traveling to. This is one of my favorite types of photography because it really gives you a sense of how people are and what people are doing in those places that you're traveling to. It really brings a great element to all of your photos. So the first thing I want to say is you want to become a master people watcher. So you just want to sit down somewhere. Sometimes they happen very quickly. Sometimes you just need to wait for those moments. But just watch people, not in a creepy way, but just observe how people are, what they're doing all day and different times of the day and stuff like that. Just see where people are going and what they're doing. This way you're going to get a sense of the type of photos that you're going to want to take. Number 2 is you want to ask permission. You're not always going to be able to ask permission, but when you can, you definitely want to take that opportunity. Now, you don't have to know the language to ask the permission. I usually just hold up my camera and then point to it while making eye contact. And as long as I don't get the shaking of the head or the no, I will go ahead and take the photo. They know what's happening. If you do get no's, respect the no. You don't want to annoy them, and your photos are just not going to turn out nice if you're just trying to sneak a photo either. So ask for the permission, get the permission, take the photo. There are times when you are looking at more street style type photos where that person is just walking through your photo, or you're catching a moment, and if you stop to ask them, you're going to ruin that moment. So those times, just go ahead and take the photo. If they do see you taking the photo, I usually just, give them a wave and a smile, and sometimes I will go over to them and show them the photo that I took. Just be friendly, be a human first. You don't want to be treated poorly if someone was doing the same to you. The third one is you want to make sure that you have your camera set up how you want to take the photo before you ask that permission. Now, the reason you want to do this is for a couple of reasons. One is the longer that you make that subject that you've just asked to wait for you to figure out your camera, the more uncomfortable they're going to get and the more self-conscious, and that image is just going to become less enticing because they're now just, waiting on you, and you're also making them feel a little bit uncomfortable. The second reason is you just want to be quick. You're going to have more of that emotions, that raw emotion, when you are able to take that photo quick. So before you ask for permission, set up your camera, decide where you want that person to stand, if you're going to move them, or if you're just going to get them to stand where they are. Decide your aperture, your all your settings, and what zoom you're going to be using. Yes, you can take a few photos, but just have all of that set up and kind of programmed in your brain on how that's going to turn out before you ask. So then it's just bam bam, and you are done and over with. Make it as painless as possible for that other person. Number 4 is you want to also turn off the sound to your camera. Along with taking that photo very quickly is taking the sound off. If you're just using your phone or if you're using your actual camera, all of them will have a clicking sound, and these are all able to be turned off. I highly recommend that you turn it off, because if you want to take a bunch of photos, when you start hearing the click, 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 it makes the person that you're taking the photo of super uncomfortable, and it becomes a very awkward photo the more photos that you take. When they don't know how many photos you're taking, they're just standing there like it's just taking you a few seconds longer. So turn that sound off and save everybody some uncomfortableness. And number 5 is you want to let them be who they are. Don't make them into something that you want them to be. Not everyone needs to smile in the photos, so let them be themselves. This is going to translate into much more authentic and more pleasing photos than just everyone, smiling for the camera. Take the pictures, take close-ups, and then also take ones that are a little bit more wider, more like environmental portraits, where you're seeing more of their environment of where they are and what they're doing. So take a few different shots if you're able to. If you're not, no problem, but just let them be who they are. One last thing I'll mention as well is I tend to be a waving and smiling fool when I'm out traveling and taking pictures of people. You want to be interested in the people, what they're doing, and project a super friendly attitude. I find when people are going up to strangers, they get really nervous and then they forget to smile. And so they look a little bit more, not as friendly. So if you can remember to just smile, I wave to everybody. I look like an idiot, but it works. So doing that, you're going to be able to approach a lot more people and, just give it the 2 seconds of, pushing through that fear of talking to someone that you have no clue who they are and asking for their photograph. I hope those give you a few good tips on how to approach people and take their photo. Now, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to drop a comment down below. If you want to have any more information about travel or photography, please subscribe to my channel. That's all I do is talk about photography and travel. And if you have anything else, please feel free to drop me a line. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.